우리 엘리시오는 하나된 믿음 아래 영원히 부응할지니 나는 믿는 이들의 왕으로서 주어진 성물을 반드시 이행할 것이다. 위대한 정적이 그 도전을 받아들이니 오너라. 빛으로 속죄하라. 받아들여라. 우리의 길을 막아 선택하는 혹독하리라.
Hey everyone, this is Jake, and today we are going to be talking about Ecclesia, which is the next upcoming Awakening units for the global server. And she is definitely one of the coolest characters in this game, because her skills are pretty fancy, her skill effect and sound for her skills is also pretty fancy, and her theme, which is the Holy Knights of the Church, I mean that's a pretty common theme, but they're always cool, and there's no exception here. So I really like Ecclesia and Awakened Defender all have pretty special kind of their thing compared to the other Awakened Defenders to make them more unique than the other in my opinions. And Ecclesia is definitely no exceptions. She plays very differently compared to other Awakening Defenders, and she does it pretty well as well. So we'll go and talk about her kits and the usual setup as well, which is the standard things we talk about in this video. But anyways, let's jump into video and talk about Ecclesia. So let's go over Ecclesia's skill kits. There's long lines of text descriptions, so I'll try to summarize as short as possible. The first thing we should talk about is her passive skill. With her passive skill, she's going to be getting knockback resistance 50%. That's very good for Awakened Defender, able to stay strong at the front line. So that is very good. And she is also going to be giving 1000 point accuracy for your entire ally, which will be boosting their DPS potentials pretty big, especially within PvP area. Within PvE, like a Kraken Raids, this accuracy boost will come really handy as well. So I would definitely say this is a really good passive skill. It kind of could go underneath the people thinking, oh, accuracy is not that great, but no, it's actually really great skill, so don't sleep on this one. Another thing she has is she has enhanced attack with her passive skill. Every 2 basic attacks she'll be casting her enhanced attack, and whenever she's casting this enhanced attack, she will be getting knockback resistance that's below ultimate skill, so that is really good as well. And whenever she casts her enhanced skill, she'll be getting evasion boost as well, and more units out on the field, she'll be getting more evasions out from it. Special skill she has is probably her main selling points, along with the reactor, is really good. So first thing she has is that she is able to kind of slash away and do some DPS. She's also able to apply this 2 different types of debuff. First one is anti-healing, so that is pretty good, especially for PvP. And she also has this buff, kind of works like the reverse version of the striker passive skill they have. They take less damage from same units. This actually makes her able to do more damage to the same units. Her reactor makes this special skill even better. The first thing it has is, of course, increases attack by 50%. That's pretty good, but it will also able to do a fixed damage, so that's even better. Another benefit the reactor has is that it will be making her invincible while she's casting this skill. This makes her able to tank and become a strong, like tanky defender with the maze cooldown set. So you have to use it to see the real difference. Like I tried to use Ecclesia before this reactor, and as soon as I unlocked this reactor and started using it, I was like, damn, this reactor is insane. This made her so much more tankier, and now she can use a maze cooldown set and become great sub DPS to main DPS level character, and at the same time she's able to tank pretty well because she's invincible. Like she won't be getting damage at all. So it's pretty insane reactor, I would say. Lastly is her ultimate skills. It's pretty fancy looking skill. It's one of my favorite ultimate skill in this game, most likely. She creates this aura of light, and she will become invincible while she's casting the skills, and she'll be also blinding your enemies whenever she casts this skill. Within this aura, this will giving debuff immunity for your allies for short duration as well. And more units within this aura will increase her attack up to 500%. And this effect will end when she finishes attacking with her ultimate skill, which is making this grand slam onto the ground. And the damage itself isn't like crazy, like you would think, oh, 500% is crazy ass damage. It won't nuke everything like kind of Evolve 1 did. Still pretty decent damage though. But the main key thing of this ultimate skill is her increasing survivability in my opinion, because her skill will still recharge whenever she uses ultimate skill. So if you look at the PvP clips or other video as I posted about Ecclesia in the past, you will notice that Ecclesia will survive her inch of HP while she's casting her special skill, and she will die as soon as that runs out. But she will use her ultimate skills after that, so she'll float in the air and she will be invincible during that time. And by the time she lands onto the ground, her skills will be kind of charged up all the way, so she'll be able to cast her special skills again, and she is able to survive this entire time. So that cycle of invincibility she has is pretty insane, I would say. So overall, I think her kits are really well thought out, and she's very unique compared to other Awakened Defenders, and I'm very satisfied with her kits. Of course, that's considering after unlocking Reactor. I think Reactor is definitely the big part of her and what makes her really strong and tanky units at the same time. But regardless, I think with the Reactor, she's complete character, and I think her kits are just really unique and fun. So when it comes to gear options, it's quite different than your usual Awakened Defenders. Your usual Awakened Defenders are going to be utilizing HP sets with damage resistance, but Ecclesia's tanking ability comes from the Reactor and her special skill. So stacking up the skill haste much as possible is going to be the key to keep her alive long as possible and maintaining her DPS as well, which is using her special skill much often as possible. So trying to use something like Maze cooldown sets, that's what you really use most of the time. And at the same time, you can probably try to swap out the weapons for challenger weapons as well, so she'll be doing more damage with her special skills. And that's it. It's pretty simple character really. And if you think your character is dying too fast, then you can try to kind of lean towards like Gordius or anti-ground damage resistance skill haste sets. You can try that out, but 99% of the time I just run mage gear and it's good. So let's talk about Ecclesia in PVE Contents. I'll definitely say she's one of the most crazy units out there right now, especially within the Defender pool, to be used within PVE Contents. She was one of the key characters to help you able to clear Volcano level 100 before it got nerfed. That should already tell you, if you try the Volcano stages, how crazy that is to be playing key roles there. She can be used in pretty much all the PVE Contents, long as they don't block you using Defender. You can use her in the Shadow Palace, you can use her in any raids, Ritra, Kraken, Inhabitor, you name it. You can use all those 3 raids. I think only raid that I don't use her right now is Inhabitor, because I can just cheese with the Alice and just melt it instead of using Ecclesia. That's the only reason. But any other contents that I kind of still need to tank, like Ritra and Kraken, Ecclesia will play perfect role there. She's just so great. And when it comes to core bosses, Ecclesia is another key unit to be used against Demolition Worm as well as Tyrant Gigas. So honestly, I think she is definitely must-have units when it comes to PvE Contents. Early on, mid-level, endgame, wherever you say it, she'll be always playing the role, in my opinions. So I definitely recommend you to go for Ecclesia, especially in the Kraken raid. When you have trouble, Ecclesia will help you out big time. Of course, it all comes with kind of unlocking reactors. I think having a reactor or not will actually make a huge difference when it comes to survivability and some of the damage potential she has for endgame levels. But overall, she's just crazy, so go for it and you will not regret it with the PvE areas. When it comes to PvP performance, I would just say I think she sits around tier 0.5. Not tier 0 yet, but she's definitely above tier 1 level. it still depends on which week. I think Yuna is a pretty bad matchup against Ecclesia. Ecclesia can't do that much against her. I mean, depending on how you play, how other like the picks are available during that week to take out the Yunas and play around with, the result will be different. But I think she is still having your usual defender problems when she's trying to fight against those defender killing units. But still, her reactor is so crazy, so I definitely say she is very, very good, if not really, really OP character for PvP, depending on how you play it. I think her playstyle really fits to me, so I really enjoy playing it whenever she's not banned. That's one of my favorite picks right now, Korean server PvP. She's just so fun to play, and she gets banned quite often, so yeah, that should already show you how great she is, especially with the reactor. So yeah, I mean, to summarize this, she is just cool looking units. She's really good. She's a defender as well, so if you need tank DPS units, that's good. I mean, in any games, any character that can tank and do damage at the same time are considered god tier units, and Ecclesia definitely fits into that category. I think in the future there could be more character out there that could be utilizing better at those two things. I think I can definitely see if down in the future she might be not as viable, but I think the future will take at least a year or two. So overall, I would definitely say Ecclesia as of right now is one of the best defender that exists in this game and one of the coolest one, and you will not regret your choice of pulling her. I can guarantee you that 100%. She's definitely one of those characters I want to be eventually do tactical level 6. So yeah, there's that. Well, anyways, that is pretty much it for this video. My throats are killing me. I hope this video kind of gave you some insights when it comes to Ecclesia. I'm definitely pulling for her for Glory Server when she comes out tomorrow. Hope you will be as well, because like I said, you'll be very satisfied with her. I can guarantee you. New players, old players, doesn't matter. You'll be satisfied. So yeah. But anyways, this is pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time. Take care.